nations in a much more potentially, let's say, seamless manner with other countries that currently have contracts with and substantial quantities of the Pfizer vaccine. So as on the 6th of January, the head of the COVAX facility actually wrote out to all the participating countries, all 190 countries, we would have access. We were negotiating to have access to the Pfizer product, and then might like to be part of a very early small-scale rollout as part of the, like I said, a learning and risk reduction activity. So, applications from a number of countries that are interested to do that. There is a large readiness assessment ongoing to see who has the infrastructure and week or week plus there will be, that'll take place through the what's called the LA.
Facility is doing right now are based on the projection of the target for 2021, which was 2 billion doses. And so it is that mix of the portfolio for 2 billion. But that aspiration becoming very clear that as many countries are aspiring to do, is that coverage beyond 20%. 20% means for global allocation of vaccines beyond 20%. And I think that's really the message that is very clear, that this was the minimum, is a means also to expand that the number of doses and the proportion coverage through donations and by raising additional funds.
To ask the next question. Nina, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, very well. Go ahead, please.
Thank you. Thanks for taking my question. I had a question about the Olympics. The French National Olympic Committee said today that it would be extremely difficult for athletes to participate in the Tokyo Olympics if not vaccinated. So I was wondering if you think athletes should, in any case, be prioritized for vaccines to allow the Olympics to go ahead. Thank you.
Vaccinated, but Bruce and the DG before have clearly laid out, and we have over many days and weeks, that we face a crisis now on a global scale that requires frontline health workers, those older people and those most vulnerable in our societies to access vaccine first. That doesn't in any way negate the desire or the will to have Olympics and to come together and celebrate a wonderful global sporting event where all countries come together to share that. What a wonderful symbol those games are for our shared humanity. However, we have to face the realities of what we face now. There is not enough vaccine right now to even serve those who are most at risk. And it's not about saying it's putting one priority in front of another. We should address all of these issues over time. Right now, we're laser focused on solving our biggest problem, which is vaccinating health workers in all countries and allowing people who are vulnerable to dying from this infection to access vaccine. We will continue to work with the IOC, we will continue to work with the host city, we will continue to work with the Ministry of Health, Labour and Welfare.